And here we are. Post-holiday, post-big food, post-celebration, what did you do? What did you say on the show you were going to do?
I don't remember, man.
On, for the holidays?
Oh.
What'd you tell Dan?
Nothing. Nothing. Didn't do anything.
Nothing. That's your kind of holiday, though, isn't it?
It was the greatest. It was the most incredible. I loved it, man.
The fact that you could do nothing is exactly what you wanted to do. You know what? See, I understand you. I know how you roll.
Yeah.
Very simple, man. You need relaxation and nobody bothering you.
Yeah.
Besides your family.
I enjoy that.
Yeah. And yes. Yeah. So worked out good.
Yeah.
Man, we are back, man. A lot has happened. New Year is upon us. I have to ask you, like someone asked a very famous coach, Bill Belichick. Ask.
Yeah, that's good.
Ask.
Yeah, usually, they say axe.
Yeah.
But
you've been working. See, it's 2022.
No, I'm not saying you usually say axe, but like usually, like when I hear Americans, they axe.
It just maybe I've been here long enough to start saying words.
Elocution.
I'm not going there.
Some elocution.
Yeah, you are my elocution coach. How funny is it that I look at a word and I'll say it, and then you look at me and just say it back softly, so I know how to say it. Thank you for
elocution.
That. Yeah. I appreciate that. You've always held me down. Do you believe, or have you ever did a New Year's resolution in your life?
Yeah, I actually did one this year.
What?
Yeah.
On New Year's.
It was basically on New Year's. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In your head or verbally?
No, not verbally. I don't verbally, but I did it in my head. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, because I wasn't ready for that.
Because for the past, I would say 4 or 5 months now.
Okay.
I have been getting sick.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And when I mean sick, I mean just like things here and there, right?
Yep.
And before then, I would never get sick.
Not you.
Yeah, never.
No.
And so I was like, man, why am I just, I got a cold here. Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy got COVID here. Oh, my stomach is hurting. You know what I mean? It was just something. And I was like, man, what is going on? So I said, okay, I need to do something this year to see if I can stave that off, because I'm not going to speculate as to why.
We don't speculate.
Yeah, I'm not going to speculate about why.
Okay.
At least not publicly. And so I said, you know what I'm going to do this year? I'm going to do 3 things.
All right.
I'm going to do 3 things every day. I'm going to do these 3 things.
Okay.
No matter what the situation is, right?
Okay.
Number 1, I'm going to fast for at least 17 to 18 hours a day.
Wait, every day?
Every day.
But I thought that wasn't good. I thought you were supposed to...
look up intermittent fasting.
Yeah, but I thought, aren't you supposed to take a break?
Well, maybe I'll take a break. But from what I want to do, I'm going to start it like this. I'm going to fast every day, 17 to 18 hours a day.
Okay.
2, I'm going to exercise every day.
Okay.
Which is something I usually do anyway.
You've always done that.
And number 3, I'm going to take a cold shower every single day.
Yep.
Those 3 things I'm going to do every day, and that's my New Year's resolution.
But you're able to adjust if your body says, hey, I need to take a rest or whatever like that?
Yeah, if my body says that, but realistically, when I think about it, the cold shower stuff, I've been doing that for a while, right?
I think you can do that.
I can do that. Yep. The fasting thing, I've been doing that on and off for a while too, right?
Yep.
And then the, what was the other one? I forgot. Exercising thing. I enjoy doing that anyway.
Yep.
And from what I understand, fasting is good for your health.
Yeah, it is.
Cold showers, tremendous benefits for your body.
Seriously.
Exercise, really good things. And I believe if I do these 3 things, that maybe I won't be getting sick like that anymore.
It's good to try. I mean, you're supposed to restart, right? Flush, get everything going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, fasting is good. I like doing it for. I started doing it because you told me to do it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But then I kind of listen to my body though. I guess we're all different. And then sometimes you feel like, man, I just need an aggressive steak.
Yeah, no, you can
eat whatever. But
whatever. But apparently, what happens is when you don't eat, your body starts to like heal and repair itself, and so
very true.
You need like a break from constant digestion. Yeah, supposedly.
Yes. So I've heard somebody that does that a lot talk about how mentally sharp they get.
Yeah.
Because of it.
Yeah.
Like their body kicks into high like survival mode, and it's just. Do you feel that? Have you felt that kind of response from it?
I wouldn't say that I felt a bunch of hunger. Don't know about survival mode. I feel hungry.
Maybe that is survival mode.
But that's pretty much it. But with the exercise, obviously, you feel great after it. And then the cold shower stuff, I've talked about that before on the show. I think that's amazing once you do that.
Have you felt a change in your exercise output? Because you are a beast when you work out with the fasting. I'm asking these things because I'm gonna try something.
Yeah, with the fasting.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say no. The only thing I would say that I've really felt a difference in really is the cold shower.
It just is really. You feel alert right after.
Immediately.
How long do you do the cold shower? The whole shower's cold.
The entire thing takes me like 5 minutes. I'm in there and it's like cold, not like. The little lukewarm, that kind of cold.
You don't edge into it?
No.
You don't go warm and then cold at the end?
What I do is, because I want it so cold, right, that, sometimes when you turn your shower on, there's still some remnants of hot water, so it's not immediately really cold. It's
yeah.
I don't even want that. So I turn it and I let it run for like 2 minutes. So
you do the opposite of what other people do.
Yeah,
people try. Oh my god!
And so as soon as I go in, I'm like, and then Jason, it's amazing.
Yeah,
because it teaches you a lot about life.
Yeah.
I promise you, because the shock is so immediate, and then after like a minute or two, your body just adjusts.
Yeah,
and then you realize you can adjust to anything.
Yeah,
you really can. You can adjust to anything.
I wonder. That's fascinating, because not only is it the physical benefits you get, but you said that. Yeah,
that's really what
starting
it is.
your day thinking I can adjust to anything.
I can adjust to anything. It's the first thing, and as soon as you come out, you feel good, and then it really adjusts.
I never thought
your
about
way
that
of thinking.
Yeah, no,
it does.
I thought about it for the physical benefits, but
it's mental.
Man, no,
it's mental.
Yeah, because I'll tell myself every day like something I want to focus on to get better. But if you do that every day, you're reminding yourself
every single day.
Interesting.
Every single day.
Okay.
You're walking in thinking, I can't do this. You're in there, you're like, and then your body will literally adjust within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you can put yourself through that for 2 minutes, you come out, you think to yourself,
whatever the day has,
I can adjust. And your body, oddly enough, people talk about all these computers and all these machines and all, bro, there's nothing like the body, bro.
No.
There's nothing like it. It's ridiculous.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That I didn't think about that component.
Yeah.
And
it's mental.
Yeah, no, I like
mental
that.
than anything. Yeah.
No, I can dig. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Just try it.
I'm not going to do it every day.
No, but just try it. Try it.
That's amazing.
Try it.
It's. I feel like it's a little bit of a cheat code, of a shortcut.
Yeah.
Because you're doing something physically, mentally. It's a sense of meditation.
Yes.
A sense of, people always talk about being present. All that happens in a 5-minute.
I'm telling you, man, and oddly enough, I promise you, Jay, what it does is you start to, because when I say mentally, you start to see that it permeates
throughout your day.
Everything else that you do.
Yeah, it sets
some
you
things
up.
you don't want to do. You be like, you start to feel all of a sudden that mentally the things that you ordinarily wouldn't do, you just like, man, I can do this. And you just do it. You don't even know why.
Yep.
It's literally something that small.
Man, that's pretty good. You always come up with the good nuggets, but it's crazy because you really have to set your day up for success.
Yeah.
Because you can control that little period of time, you can't control the rest. So you've controlled these 3 things you talked about. You can control those. Hopefully, you're already a pretty controlled person, but that sets up everything else to where you can deal with it as it comes. And that discipline, you're constantly honing the discipline in. I need to get more discipline. I'm disciplined. I'm writing that down and I spelled it wrong, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I like that. Man, that's some good stuff, bro. That's a good way to start the New Year's, man. I knew you had something, but that was good. Everybody, start your day with some form of getting neutral, understanding you can deal with anything that comes your way, and you usually do that with patience and relaxation and just overall chilling out.
Yeah.
The NFL never disappoints.
Never
disappoints.
Not once.
Not once.
Maybe 2 weeks ago, the games were like,
You didn't.
And that has been incredible.
Do you ever feel something when it's coming towards the postseason as a former postseason champion who has lived it? Do you feel something as far as, because you understand what it takes and how players change and that kind of.
I wouldn't say that I feel something. I will say that, and this is so strange, right? Because this past week, right, as I was watching the games, right, the thoughts ran across my head, and I was like, golly, I cannot wait to watch these playoff games.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I don't know. I think simply because, number one, I don't know who's going to win. I don't have a single clue as to who's going to win.
Yep.
There's no game that I can say, oh, this team is going to beat that. Not one single game that once the game starts, I'd be like, oh, this team is for sure gonna win. No. And so that understanding, right?
Yep.
I don't think I felt that going into a postseason before. Whereas there's no dominant team. There's not one single dominant team that can't lose.
Usually we're saying these two teams are going to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This team might get in.
Yeah. You just don't know.
We're down to 2,
Yeah.
3, at the most 4. We're talking out of these 4.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And out of those ones, they can all be beat.
They can all be beat. There's nobody.
They can all be beat by any of the teams in the playoffs.
What's crazy is, I will say this, it seems like every team that's got a chance kind of has a quarterback. But it's all about, are they going to be hot?
Yeah.
And who's going to be hot? Nobody's consistently been hot except Aaron Rodgers, but he's got to carry the load to some extent.
They can very easily be beat. Green Bay, very easily.
Very easily be beat. Very easily be beat.
By any team they play in the NFC.
Man,
it's crazy. Crazy.
It literally is going to be probably the greatest playoff matchups I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I'm so upset.
Tell me why.
Right? That there are going to be some games that are going to be at like 8 and 9 and I'm not going to be able to watch. Like, to me, I'm like,
it's just too late. Huh?
It's just too late for me.
It's
too late for me, man.
We'll watch it in the morning, but it does take away
playoffs. Playoffs,
you need to be there. You need to be in
I want to be in there.
I know.
And so those ones that come on that late at night and I'm not going to watch, I'm like, God. I used to not.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I want to watch these games. Like, I want to watch them, and it's strange.
I know, because it is something, when you watch it live, it is a moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's you living in it with them. Ooh.
Crazy.
Ooh.
So there's that going on.
I know. Before we go into other things, I wanted to say, big Ben Roethlisberger probably playing his last home game. And I did stay up and watch kind of the first half of it because I just wanted to see it. Bruh, as a player, man, isn't it amazing how you turn it on for your brethren? Like, when I knew it could be Roethlisberger's last game as a Pittsburgh Steeler, I was like, they're not losing this game.
Yeah.
Like, they're not losing this game. And it made me think, like, the psyche of sports.
Yeah.
Like, how do you just turn it on?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where have you hidden that extra gear? But for some reason in sports, it truly happens, bro.
It does.
You literally can turn it on.
Yeah, it happens. I don't know how.
I don't either.
Yeah, nobody knows, because you think as an athlete, or as a professional, you think that you're on every game. Like, you think.
In your mind,
you're on. In your mind, you are. And then sometimes you're just more on than others. So
in the playoffs, I've only had one playoff game experience, and it's the last. But in those runs, in that time, did you have that mentality? Was it? Could you feel the whole team? It was different than any other game. Like, those just didn't, huh?
I wouldn't say it felt different than any other game. It's just, as the games would go on, you would just feel more and more like locked in.
Yeah.
Right. You just feel more and more focused, and then it wasn't just this player is playing well or this player is like everybody was playing well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
And that was when I would see like the difference. Like practice would be like that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Everybody would be practicing like high level.
That's what I was gonna say, and I think you told me that.
Yep.
And I wonder if that is where it starts and where it happens. It's like in any business, right? You've had several businesses. When you're up to when it's crunch time, when the deal has to get closed, something needs to happen. Everybody's locked in, right? All stakeholders, like nothing else matters. We got to get this done.
Yeah.
Things get done, right?
Yeah.
You have everybody's attention. I wonder if it isn't about the game, but just like you said, it's about the week and the process of getting ready for the game that makes the outcome what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but then on the other side, they're going through the same thing also. You know what I mean?
In the playoffs, they are.
In the playoffs.
The playoffs, they are, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But when you're playing for somebody or a situation and you have more on the line than the other team, like I feel like happened with this game. But in the playoffs, that's where experience matters, though, because someone like you comes in and say, this is what we have to do starting yesterday to get ready for this. Like it's too late. You got to do these things. Young guys, you need to tell them what to do. Hey, this week, you can't do what you did last week. Like, you can't go to dinner this week. It's got to be like this, and this. I'm telling you this makes a difference. I just think experience matters in those situations, I guess. Yeah, I've never been in it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't have the answers.
I got to ask somebody who's done it because it's just, I was just looking at that game and I'm like, yo, they are honed in.
Yeah.
And
you're playing at home.
Yeah.
Big Ben's final game. I mean, come on. Are they going to go out there and lay down? There's just no way.
No, you fight. You fight to the end.
There's just no way. No way.
I think that's what good coaches do. Good players. They just motivate you like that and get you ready. That being said, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something that happened. It's going to be on our show Tuesday. We found out a little more information than when we filmed our show.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know your thoughts about the Antonio Brown situation. For those that don't know, he left the field under widely talked about circumstances and very confusing, something we've both never seen before. And I know you have a different perspective on everything, the way you look at it. And things came out about what happened, what was said. Maybe his coach, maybe he was kicked off because he didn't want to go in the game. Everybody can look that up and get all the details. What are your thoughts today after thinking about the whole situation? Very interested in that.
Yeah, I think that, number one, his behavior was bizarre.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think that can be argued.
No.
I think when I discuss Antonio Brown, just like you found out on the show today, my opinion on him is, because of my interaction with him, is skewed differently.
Yeah.
When I met him, he was a good guy. He was very respectful, very humble, just a nice individual.
Early years, right?
Early years. And so my opinion of him, when I would see all these things coming out, is like, oh man, it's not the guy I met, right? But there's no question that he's behaving in a very erratic, very bizarre way. There's no question about that. What he did on the sideline was, quite frankly, ridiculous, right? But here's the thing, right? With the information coming out on what may have happened on the sideline with Bruce Arians, apparently what we're hearing now is he said his ankle was too injured to play. He couldn't go back in the game anymore.
Yeah, yes.
Right?
Yes.
They wanted him to go back in the game. He said his ankle was injured. He didn't feel like he could go 100%.
Right. I don't think the trainers knew, but he told the coach that.
He told the coach that.
Yes.
And the coach was like, well, if you can't play, then you need to get out of here, whichever language is used.
Yes.
And he promptly removed his shoulder pads, and left, right? I can't say that I blame him for doing that. I blame the manner in which he did it.
Okay.
I think that was ridiculous, right? But at some point, if in fact it's true, because we don't know if it's true or not, if in fact it's true that his ankle was hurt,
we definitely don't know that,
right? He missed a whole week of practice, so his ankle was hurt. We can't dispute that. He missed the entire week of practice.
Yes.
He was a game time decision.
Yep.
Right. Went out there. He said, played a little bit. Looked like he was running pretty good.
He looked good.
Looked good.
Yeah.
But eventually, went out inside his body. Right.
Bro, you know we can start looking. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I've played a game.
Yeah.
A game against Chicago, which I had 3 sacks. And my knee was swollen 3 times the size of.
Yeah.
And
people like, he out there balling.
He out there balling, right? But after that game, I was done for 2 weeks after that, right? So
exactly. We don't know.
We don't. 3 sacks.
That's for sure.
Oh, they had to drain. They put the needle in, drained all that fluid
nasty.
out. It was ridiculous, right? But I was at 3 sacks. Boom. Okay. Hey.
Osi's great.
He's great, right? So if in fact he was hurting, and the coach said, "Hey, you got to go in there," and he said, "I can't go," and the coach said, "Well, if you can't go, get out," and he reacted in the manner by running off the sideline. I feel you, Antonio.
Yeah,
I do.
But you wouldn't have took your shirt off.
I wouldn't have took my shirt off. But you know what I would have done?
What?
I would have left exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Is what I would have done. Why? I've done something like that before.
Yes, you have. But finish. You wouldn't have caused a commotion.
I wouldn't have caused a commotion.
Yeah.
But I've reacted in that manner before. So if that is what happened,
well, not in the game though.
No, it wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
It wasn't. But the situation for me didn't happen in the game.
Right.
It happened right there in the film room.
Yes.
And I reacted right then and there. Less than 2 minutes of that, I was like, man, who are you talking to?
Yeah, walked out.
Walked out.
Or did you actually say who you talking to or just walked out?
I just got up and left.
That's the difference, Osi.
Right? So now the thing is, yes, his behavior was bizarre.
Yeah.
But if he was reacting to that stimulus, I understand.
Right.
I do.
Yes. 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 So, I'm with you. And you are not letting anybody disrespect you. So when you say that, that makes a lot of sense. When I look at this whole situation, I think this is the culmination of someone not there. Why they were there is to provide a service,
Yep.
and I hate that I'm saying it this way.
You just telling the truth.
I'm just telling the truth. Tom Brady went on the ledge to get him there because he thought this guy can help our team. Bruce Arians had a relationship before in Pittsburgh coaching him. When all this stuff happened, Antonio Brown has done so much in his personal life. The reason you are getting chances is because you are an elite player.
Yep.
It's not because I like you. It's not because you're a great guy to be around. All that. Now, I'm speculating. It's because of what you do on the field. And we all know the protocol on the sideline, how we check and how we do things. If you're not in the game, we're losing. We're down receivers. Why am I dealing with you? What he says and how it was said or any disrespect, I do not condone that. And if you're out of the game and he tells you you're gone and whatever, cool, you got it. It's shut down. Heated things are said on the sideline. I bet you've been around some heated conversations on the sideline.
Some real ones.
Yeah, but the reason he is in the NFL is because of his performance on the field. That no one has time for anything else anymore because of the things he's done. No one should ever disrespect anyone. And you should stand on your own 2 feet and not allow that. But going off the field the way he did, it's standard. This is his behavior. Yeah. And the one thing we said, which is very true, man.
Procedure.
Yeah, it's very true and all that. I'm looking beyond that. You have too. And I just think of players that I play with that I care about that were not necessarily the nicest, most respectful people. They were good to me. I had good relationships with them. And when it was over, when they retired, one thing happened, and a person told me this before. They were like, this person's name, they were like, what's going to be sad is when they retire, nobody's going to pick up the phone when he calls. Mm-hmm. Because they're always going to remember the bad things or the disrespect that he had towards these individuals. Mm. And I thought, man, that's true. And I saw it happen, and I always made sure I reached out to him because, to your point earlier, my relationship with this individual was good. Mm-hmm. And I look back now that I've been retired so long, and I'm just so thankful for all the relationships I have. As whatever happens, if he never plays again, he's going to go through some really dark times, like I said, and I just hope people around him that know him reach out to him, because it's lonely, and he's just, his behavior seems in a way where who is this guy got to call?
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary. You know, I just think about being in the locker room, being around guys, being around people that, you know, you look at them and be like, man, they don't have good people around them, but I'll pick up the phone. I know you've been a guy that's done that for people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's fascinating. We'll see how everything shakes out. We'll see how everything plays out, man. Apparently they haven't released him from the team.
Oh! They haven't officially released him.
Mm-mm.
Is it because they don't want to play? Well, yeah, if it was just straight up,
yeah, they haven't released him. He's still a member of the Buccaneers as we speak right now. So,
they'll release him. I think if they hold him past today, then he can't sign with somebody next week, which would be a player, the next opponent or something like that. There's something in that.
But they got to figure out what they're going to do, because if they release him, right, or if they cut him, and the information comes out that, you know, what Ian Rappaport reported,
right,
I think somebody will pick him up.
Yeah, I wonder, so something to that, right? If he's on the roster until the end of the close of the season, then he can't get picked up on a playoff team.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So
they have to hold him until then.
Yes.
Yeah. If they're trying to be malicious.
You don't want him to go somewhere else and ball.
Why? If he's a cancer on your team, just, cut bait.
It's a competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Because he knows your playbook.
So it's, so there's still that element of it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, though.
So
I've seen teams do that.
He's still a member of the Bucs right now. He's a Buccaneer. Now, I want you to think about that, Jason. This man took off his pads.
Yeah, and he's not immediately
jumping jacks off the field.
Yeah.
And he's still a member of the Buccaneers.
It tells
That's business for you.
It tells you. And it's something legal. There's a union in play. There's all kind of things, but you can still be cut. There's got to be something contractual that's like. He did jump with his shirt off, and he didn't get on the plane.
He's still a member of the Buccaneers.
Osi, you fine? I knew you had some way to kind of flip.
Still a member.
He took an Uber or other car service home from a game. The first thing I thought, and it's so bad in my head when he did it, I was like, why is he quitting in an away game? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, bruh, how you getting home? Like, this is not, you can't go get in your car.
Oh, man.
Like, if you do that and it's home, you like, it ain't working.
I'm getting I'm
out of here.
You got to stand outside the stadium.
Bro.
Did you see the picture of him?
Yeah, you know what he reminded me of? He looked like, when you leave a gym in a rush, like we've been working out, I left in a rush, I had to put my clothes on, I'm still like sweating a little bit, sweating through my clothes. It's cold outside. You know what I just realized?
Crazy.
I have a tag in my shirt.
Oh, you're a baller.
No, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, big baller.
No, it's a tag in my shirt.
Pop the tag. That's what they call it when you're doing it big. Pop tags.
I had a, really?
Yeah, pop that tag.
That's baller when you
leave the tag. Well done, J-Bell.
I was like, ooh.
Well done, Jason.
Well, you like that?
Yeah,
you felt good about that?
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Well, that's
well
it.
Done.
Let's hit, we got time for some questions?
Yeah, let's get some questions in, J-Bell.
That man took the bus home. Ask Osi, ask J Bell. Liam O ask.
Okay.
Okay. Where does Big Ben rank on your list of great modern day QBs? Oh, that's really tough.
He's got to be in my top 10 somewhere.
Top 10, top 15 for sure. Easy. I mean, at his prime, he was the man. And I think that the way he played, you know, I used to stand in the pocket and just take that heat, people falling off his body. You didn't see that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't see
top
guys
10.
playing. Top 10?
Top 10. Yeah.
Top 10. I
top
like
10.
that type. Tristan Latte.
Okay.
Is it about right? Yeah, I like that.
Tristan Latte.
Lawtey.
Okay.
Is that latte?
Yeah, latte.
That's how some of my homies in the hood would spell latte.
Lawty. No, latte.
Latte?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why we got you.
Yeah.
How do they pick coaching staffs for Pro Bowl, and who would be your picks? Isn't it the
team with the best record in the division at the time?
It's the loser of the conference finals.
The loser of the conference finals?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the team one step to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Gives them a trip to Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Right?
It used to be anyway.
Yeah.
That was an amazing trip.
Oh, hey, you've done it.
Oh, my God. That was an amazing
a week, too, in
trip.
Hawaii?
Oh, man. I used to gain an average 13 pounds, bro. I'm not kidding. Because we would practice in flip-flops, right?
Stop.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Okay, keep going.
Practice wasn't like real.
Right, but how did
we would practice in flip-flops.
Right.
So here's your day.
That ain't even a jog throw, Osi.
Flip-flops. All right. So here's your day, Jason. You wake up in, I'm talking about a magnificent resort.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I'm talking about one of the most beautiful places you've seen, right? You wake up, you go downstairs, breakfast, big breakfast, right? Big breakfast.
Look at what you remember.
I'm serious. Big breakfast, right? After the breakfast, J-Bell, right?
I can't with
Here's
you.
what happens.
I can't.
You go down to the locker room and you're with it's Peyton Manning and it's them guys, right?
Yeah. It's them
put
boys.
your flip-flops on, you know.
You're like, hey,
what's going on, guys? You go outside, you walk through, right? You walk through practice, come in, you go down to the beach.
Ooh.
Not the beach, but there's like a
For the
pool,
resort?
a little area, right?
Yep.
And it's just the best players in the NFL, right? Bro, you're down there, and they're bringing these drinks, these frozen drinks. They're just bringing frozen drinks, right? And they had these chicken wings there, Jason. I promise, Jason, the entire time, that's all you're doing. There's no working out. There's no nothing. All you're doing is eating and drinking and eating and drinking with the best players in the NFL, Jason. That's all you're doing.
How did you feel during the game?
Just horrific. Horrific. But I do remember this, though.
Oh, my God.
I do remember this. So the second Pro Bowl that I was in, I remember I was during the game, and I was pretty much, it was just like I was walking. I was walking during the game.
You're coming out your stance doing this?
I was walking. And I had brought in the defensive line coach by the name of Mike Waffle, right? My D-line. Of course I brought him. I brought him to, whichever one I went to, I brought him. So I come off one time and we got to stop. And so I went to the sideline and he looked at me. He's like, Osi.
He was watching you. He's like, who is that?
What are you doing? He was like, Osi, you know what I want you to do? This next play you go in, I want you to go in there and get a sack. I was like, you want me to get a sack? He was like, yes, I want you to go get a sack right now. I was like, right now. He's like, yes.
He was upset.
He was upset. I was like, you know what?
You're my product.
I was like, you know what, Waff? Okay. Next play, winning the game, lined up, took off. Sacked the quarterback, knocked the ball out of his hands, went straight to the sideline. I looked at him, I was like, you okay now? He was like, yes. That was it. I swear to God, Jason, that's a true story.
We need that.
This is a true story.
Somebody.
A true story, bro. And I was like, you happy now? He was like, yes. And I just went and sat down. Is this what you wanted?
Is this what you? We're out there having fun, okay?
We're just out here chilling.
What did the tackle say? He was like, Osi,
He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
We out here we in the All-Star game.
You're having a brother-in-law moment out here. You want to come off the edge like, come on, bro.
Is it
a true story that happened?
Is this what you wanted, Wolf?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. And he tells that story. He's like, man, one time, because Wolf is crazy.
Yeah.
We were in the Pro Bowl. I said, Osi, go get a sack. And he went and got a sack.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Fun times, though. Fun times.
Last question and we're out, bro. I
times.
feel like we should end on this. Oh, my goodness. Alex asked, did either of you ever meet John Madden? He passed away, the legend. Everybody knows John Madden, either from the game or coaching or announcing.
Yeah.
What a career. What a man. He just had that special on him the other day, or last month or something, talking about his life and the things he's done. And the one thing about a coach, I think, is, or anybody, educator, any family person, it's all about people, how they talk about you. And the stories people say about him let you know what kind of man he was. And that's all we want to be, man. So, shout out to everything he's done. He's really helped the game grow. I mean, there's people that would not know about the NFL if it wasn't for Madden, Osi.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you ever meet John Madden? Because I obviously did not.
Yeah, I believe I did.
Yes.
Because they would have production meetings.
Which you would have been in many.
I've been to quite a few, right?
Yes.
But just, oddly enough, it's like I remember the ones with Gruden, but I don't quite remember.
It would have been early in your career.
Yeah, like early.
Yep.
Early, like maybe 2004, 2005 I might have. But I to be honest with you, I don't remember. I don't.
I think you've been on the side of the bus, haven't you? Never. Do they have defensive players on the bus, or is it like
on the bus or on the?
Remember how he put pictures of people's face on the bus?
Oh, but that was only during wouldn't that be like his Thanksgiving that he would do that?
Was that when it was?
Yeah, and I'd never played on.
Yeah, I just felt like, man, that's crazy.
When he was doing
I bet your Madden rating was extremely great.
Oh, high. I had very high. Some seasons I was 95, 96. I was up there, bro. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, brother. Till next week. Happy holidays to everyone the holidays have passed, but Happy New Year's. And, if anything, man, take what Osi said at the beginning, because I'm going to do that. Yeah. Find a way to start your day in a positive manner where you can go out there and take on any challenge. That really has motivated me. We will holler at y'all. Till next time.